GolfNewsRI presents the Golf Dudes Podcast. Here are the dudes.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Golf Dudes Podcast. I'm Joe Calabro, Rich Capalli alongside once again. Rich, how you doing today, buddy boy? Happy Thursday.
Yeah, you too. We're back to normal weather, unfortunately. It's very poopy outside. With snow in the forecast for next week, which sucks. But other than that, we're all good here.
As long as it's not a significant amount of snow. If it's just like
Exactly.
a flurry, then it doesn't really matter. It's the
Yeah.
significant snow that we have to be careful for. And there's 2 PC home games next week, so there better not be any snow.
Yeah.
And I got I drive down to Providence, so there better not be any snow. Too much snow anyway. But we've had a good winter so far. You already played golf at least once. You played more than me, but so can't complain too much as we grind out here the last few days of February and into March. The Golf Dudes Podcast, of course, is presented by Lynx Drinks. Our friends at Lynx Drinks have 3 different flavors: the back 9, the front 9, and of course the regular transfusion. You check out Lynx Drinks at liquor stores and country clubs near you as they continue to grow their brand. They had a great week down at the PGA show. I think they're in the Connecticut golf show in a week or two. I think it's just before the Northeast golf show. So they're up there. So good luck to them. And that's Lynx Drinks. So thanks to them again for their support. I am sick. I am under the weather. I've been sick all week. I've been home all week, which is not that much fun. And just a cold, nothing crazy. It's funny, by the time the afternoons get here, usually I'm like fine. So, but it's just one of those things. Like the mornings are miserable, then by the afternoon it's like, okay, I feel good. I feel fine, or good enough. So anyway, just grinding it out here. I can't promise it's going to be the longest Golf Dudes podcast in the history of the world, but still to do the podcast, and the world moves on. Just because you're sick doesn't mean the whole world stops for you. So we're not stopping here. There are a few things to get to. PGA Tour has a terrible field this week at the Honda Classic, and it's too bad because it's actually, which I totally forgot about until the other day. And funny, we actually reported it, and I just totally forgot. This is actually the last Honda Classic because the Honda's pulling their, I don't know if the Honda's pulling their sponsorship, but they're just ending the tournament. But this is actually the last Honda Classic down at the Bear Trap. And it's really sad because it was such a historic event. It used to be kind of the number one event on tour, probably minus the players and stuff, obviously. But it was one of the
waste management. Waste management took over.
Yeah, so it's really kind of sad in a way, and it's also sad that the field is not great at all. And our guy, Rhode Island's favorite son, Brad Faxon, will be on the call, so it'll be interesting to watch, I guess. He's did some social media yesterday with different holes and whatever. So we know everyone loves Brad Faxon. So we have that. LIV Golf starts tomorrow, which I can't promise I'm going to watch the whole thing because I gotta find the CW app. Although they just launched LIV Golf Plus that you can watch for free. So on livegolfplus.com. So maybe they'll have it on there. So LIV Golf starts tomorrow. Our guy Peter Uline playing for the 4 Aces this year, which is Dustin Johnson's team. We'll get into some of that. And I can't say there's a ton of local stuff going on, but Mike Hamilton and Bobby Leopold are down in Florida at the Gasparilla Championship. And Bobby Leopold is 7 over through 14 holes, so it could be short-lived. Although this is his first tournament of the year, the first really golf rounds of the year. He skis most of the winter, and obviously, as we reported, he's just named the head coach of the Henrican golf team. So that's what we have going on locally. Obviously, I'm still recovering from a brutal PC game on Wednesday night. They got
slapped
by Connecticut. The only thing more depressing than the game,
straight slap.
The only thing more depressing than the game was Connecticut wore their cool throwback jerseys. It would have been cool if PC wore the throwback black jerseys.
Yeah, those Yukon jerseys are epic.
Yeah, those were epic. It would have been cool to have them both wear the throwbacks in that game. But other than that, that wasn't terrific. But the basketball season, unfortunately, is almost over. But it also means the start of golf season. hopefully. So that's what we got going on. Rich, I don't know where you want to start. Hamilton has yet to tee off as far at the taping of this, so can't talk about him yet. He's down in the Gasparilla. Bobby not playing well down there, but tough tournament to play in. It's a prestigious event. PGA Tour Live. What's on the top of your mind here on this Thursday afternoon as we tape this episode?
Not much. I mean, like I said, there's not really like the only player I'm interested in the PGA is probably Sanjay. That's my dark horse for the next couple of years. I think he's going to be a stud. He's playing. I just saw he birdied. I'm looking on Twitter, and he saw that he birdied one. So he's off to a good start. Live. I mean, it's whatever. It's something to watch in the dead of sports, kind of, because the college basketball is ending. Then we got the tournament. The conference championships will start heating up in another 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So we're in sort of like we're in a dead time. Spring trainings just getting going for baseball. So I mean, I look at it as like a time filler, kind of, sort of. If you're bored on a weekend or something, really, I'm not gonna probably go out of my way to like actually watch it much.
So are you less excited? You seem less excited about Live this year than you were last year.
I'm just
last year, I remember we were both. I mean, we were both kind of excited for it. I'm still excited.
I'm excited for it, but like I'm just so like I'm worn out. Like I'm so sick of hearing about Greg Norman and all the bullshit that's going on with him and the PGA bitching back and forth. I'm just so tired of it. I'm tired of hearing about it.
Yeah, I mean the court cases are kind of weighing the whole thing down. Just hopefully just end it and move, and both sides can kind of move on.
Just shut up and play. How about that?
Yeah.
Just shut up and play your respective brand of golf. Who cares? Like at this point. But yeah, I mean I'm excited. It's an extra thing to watch. It's an extra thing to watch on the weekends going forward. But like I said, I'm just worn out from all the BS going on.
Yeah, I think that's probably how a lot of people feel. I know they're on the CW. I don't know how many people are going to watch it, so we'll be able to get real numbers this year as far as Live views versus PGA Tour views, which I think will be interesting.
So I'm a member of a Live group on Facebook, and these Live people are freaking nuts.
I love that group. I love that. I was there.
I have to, because they are freaking nuts. Like they every little thing PGA did that last week about Tiger, they were complaining about why is this, why blah blah. I'm like, bro, you guys are nuts. You guys are absolutely nuts, and I got to get out of here. I just haven't like clicked on it and unsubscribed to it. They are like they write paragraphs about nothing.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, it is brutal beyond belief. I got to get out of there. It's like a mind. What's it called? It hurts my brain when I read it. It's so bad.
You want to say a word that you really shouldn't be saying on a podcast.
Yeah,
I know what you're trying to say.
It wasn't really. It's not really an MF. It's just like it just hurts your brain when you look at it. It's like, are you like, why do you care so much about this? It's crazy. Like there are a million other things that should be on the top of your list other than a sporting event. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, on the top of Liv's list, other than just commenting on like the PGA Tour. I mean, Liv has to build themselves. I mean, it's a sports group, so.
No, I get it. No, I understand. It's just like.
No, I'm with you. I agree.
Like they write paragraphs. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, I left. I know what group you're talking about. I left that group after a while. It really wasn't worth it. And I don't know, right? I mean, it would have been good to post like Live content there, and you had like thousands of page views on some useless.
All that. I mean, that's. We don't write
about Live that much, and to be honest, we don't really need the page views that badly anymore. It could be great, but
it would be crazy. You probably get at least 500 to 1,000 views within a couple days.
Oh no, yeah. We were at LIV Golf Boston. I didn't even do it. One of my friends actually took the article and posted it on the page. The article about Dustin Johnson winning the LIV Boston event. It was posted on our article was posted on that page, and that story did like thousands and thousands of page views in a matter of like a week.
Crazy.
It was like crazy. It was like insanity. I looked at Google Analytics, and like the numbers were like through the roof. The chart didn't even go like high enough to see how many people were on the website at once.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But it's not that important. I don't write that much live content to really need it. But yeah, those people, even some of the Twitter accounts are kind of like kind of crazy. Like it's like the things they're tweeting, which is like,
oh, it's nuts. It drives me crazy.
So, but Live starts next week. It is interesting. They have been in the news. Obviously, they signed the sponsorship deal, their first sponsorship deal, but even that's kind of like it seems like a backdoor deal, according to Darren Rovell. There's some Saudi ties and some Trump ties or whatever.
And they have a whole, what is it?
Yeah.
A whole 2,500 Twitter followers.
Yeah, they have 2,500 Twitter followers. So that's not great.
Oh, Christ.
So that's been in the news. The thing you sent me this the other day, and I generally was kind of stunned by it when you sent me the statement from, I believe, Adidas of them dropping Dustin Johnson. I actually literally dropped everything. Not that I was doing anything important, but literally dropped everything and wrote that real quick and put it up because I was just so stunned by it.
It's crazy.
And they also dropped Sergio. Bryson left
Sergio.
Puma. And it feels like what happened was it seems like all these live guys are trying to just go with the team logos and stuff on their.
So I think that's what it's going to be now, because they're all wearing team crap over in the first event. So I think they're going for more of like a uniform type thing, like a team uniform type thing. Which I guess, I mean, if you're going to classify yourself as team golf, I guess that's how you should do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying like matching pants, but like at least wear like an Aces branded golf shirt or something like that.
Right. I mean, they were all matching the pictures. Some of the pictures that I've seen.
The baby blues.
Alan Shipnuck is down there. I'm sure Greg Norman's thrilled to see him. But they're all wearing the same stuff. It's kind of like a Ryder Cup ish. I have to say, I even posted it on Facebook. I don't necessarily disagree with DJ. I'm kind of, from a branding perspective, the biggest challenge they're going to have, and we've discussed this, the biggest challenge they're going to have is branding the teams, is building up the team names, building up the team brands, so that people generally know who they are. And so that's the biggest challenge they have. So if this works, then, I mean, more power to them. Obviously, they don't need the money because they're getting paid bajillions of dollars.
Yeah, of course.
The money is not necessarily important. The endorsement deals don't really matter anymore because they can still hit whatever clubs they want. They're just not getting paid for it. So it's not like chain. Like, I think DJ said he's still going to wear Adidas shoes, whatever. So
he's just not getting paid for it,
right? So, from a brand perspective, I think that's probably, or it could be, a good thing. I mean, only time will tell. But it could be interesting to see how that all plays out. What's going to be funny is if when they come to like the Masters and stuff, which we get into in a second. When it comes to like the Masters and stuff, if they're still wearing their team gear at like Augusta National.
I don't know. They probably won't let them.
That would be something.
I don't think they would let them. I mean, I'd be very, 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 very surprised if they do.
Yeah, probably not. They're probably. I read somewhere that DJ wasn't going to do that because he has respect for Augusta, and but I'm sure some of these guys will. I would think, or try to anyway, at least wear their shirts and hats, anyways. So that's interesting. The live guys are going to be allowed to play in all 4 majors, which I think is fascinating. I think it's going to be awesome. So now here's my random question to you. I was just thinking about this the other day for some ridiculous reason, because it has to do with betting. And as you know, me and our mutual friend, we usually place bets on the majors. So here's my question to you. Whether it's the Masters or any other major, do you think, and I could be completely wrong on this, so feel free to make fun of me. No. Do you think are the live guys going to have
a shot?
Crazy? No, are the odds on the live guys winning going to be crazy because no one's seen these guys and no one knows what they look like? Like, are you going to be able to get Brooks Koepka for like some ridiculous odds that you just have to put money on? Or they're going to get
I think Brooks is going to be ridiculous odds because he sucks right now. But
generally speaking, I mean.
But I mean,
I just use Brooks as an example.
DJ and what's his face?
Cam
Smith. They're going to be at the top of the list. They're going to be probably
even though no one even knows what they look like.
Yeah. Cam Smith only left 6 months ago. So I mean, he
Yeah.
left right after the Open, right?
Yeah. No, well, right after he stayed through the FedEx Cup, but for
Oh
all
yeah,
intents
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
purposes,
yeah.
he was gone.
Yeah.
Everyone
So he
knew he was
won.
going after the
So he
Open.
won the Players in the Open, and then screwed. So he's going to probably be at least, I'd say, I want to say like a top 5 favorite maybe for the majors.
Even though
top
no
10.
one's seen him in months. Even though
Yeah.
no one's seen him in
Oh
months,
yeah,
and no
he's that good though. I mean, he's that good. DJ maybe top like 15. Who else? I mean, there's really no other. I mean, it's DJ and Cam Smith pretty much at that top of that heap, right? For LIV,
right. Yeah.
for the most part.
Right. Unless Brooks turns it around, but I don't think he's on.
Yeah, not right now. I mean, unless he's totally healthy, then that's a different thing. If he's totally healthy, then that's way different.
I was just wondering if these guys playing on a different tour are going to affect the odds makers' view of them. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, are they going to get
no,
even if they're
no,
top
no.
15, they could still be good odds.
Oh yeah,
be like the fit,
golf's always good odds because it's such a singular sport.
Right. That was my random question. Maybe that makes sense.
That's a good no. I understand what you're saying. I don't think there's that many good LIV golfers though. You know what I mean? Like
no, you're right. There's only three.
There's only like 3 or like 5. We'll say 5 maybe because you got like Abe Answer and shit in there mixed in. So, yeah. I mean, I just don't think. I mean, actually, there might be some Masters odds out now, but we'll check in a couple weeks and see and see that because I don't. I think a lot of the LIV guys that are invited there. It's got to be there's probably what 10 of them maybe to the Masters.
Yeah, if that.
So you got
past champions of Phil, Sergio,
DJ.
Cam Smith's going to get invited because he's the British Open champion.
Because he's the British Open champion. Abe Answer, I think.
Brooks should be invited. Brooks should be there, I think.
Brooks should be there.
His U.S. Open wins have to get him something.
Yeah, and then Abe Answer probably be there. And
that might be it. That
might be it.
Somebody.
5, 6 people.
Mito Pereira. Is he in for finishing top 5 in a major? Is that
possibly? I'm not sure, but it's possible. But yeah, so it's going to be interesting. I would really, really like to see some of these LIV guys pound the PGA in at least one of these majors this year. Not saying
they need it for their brand.
I'm not saying win it, but at least have a LIV guy in the top 5 for all 4 majors. You know what I mean?
I think they have to win one. I think they have to win one.
Oh, I do too. I just don't know if it's possible.
I just think it'd be great content. Great chatter.
That'll piss Miss McElroy off to no end, which would be great. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be an interesting golf season.
Is the Masters Champions dinner going to be the most awkward dinner that's ever had a dinner?
I mean,
would you like to be a fly on the wall for that friggin' thing?
So I wonder how they're going to do it. I wonder if they're going to mix the players together, or they're going to have the PGA and the LIV on one. I mean, there's only what? Sergio, Phil, DJ, right?
Oh, Patrick Reed. We forgot Patrick Reed.
Oh, Patrick Reed. Shoot. That's right. I forgot about that. I
forgot Patrick Reed.
Oh, that's even worse. Do they mix them up, or do they just sit them together? Like 4 in a row.
They've never done this before. In the past, they just all sit together at a big table. It's like a big like family dinner. But I don't know if it's going to change this year.
I'd pay. They should pay-per-view that dinner. Or like raffle off like 5 spots to media access or some shit, because that would be awesome. Absolutely fantastic.
It is going to be something. Masters week, the whole week is really going to be quite fascinating, to say the least.
I probably won't listen to anything because I don't want to hear it.
We gotta watch out for the drama. You gotta
Oh,
listen
of course. No,
to
no,
it.
I'm gonna watch it, but I'm not gonna listen to any of the media crap. Like I just don't like I don't like I said, I'm sick of it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna be forced to listen to it during what's it called during the broadcast. But
Yeah, I think CBS will probably stay with CBS probably won't even show these guys on TV. That's been there.
I mean, almost like what I mean. What happens if like they're in contention? They have to show them.
Yeah, that's why they have to be in contention. That's why we need them to be in contention.
Yeah.
We need like Phil to come out and be in contention, and you know, Cam Smith and DJ and all these other guys. So
I think Cam Smith and DJ will be in contention.
yeah, so it is interesting. Liv starts tomorrow. Peter Uline from Massachusetts plays for the Four Aces now, so they look to
They dumped Taylor Gooch.
Yeah, who does he play for now? Do you know offhand? You don't have to look it up. I don't care that much.
Majestics.
I didn't know if you do it offhand. Oh, Bubba Watson's in there.
He's back.
Dinner.
He's
Yeah,
back.
he's
That's
playing.
right. He's
The
back.
Range Goats.
Yeah, that's actually kind of funny. Live.
I have to say, some of the hats they've come up with for the team names, they're not bad.
The logos
I'm
are
buying one tomorrow or anything, but they're not.
The logos are pretty dope.
Yeah. There is that. Did you finish watching? Did you watch the rest of the Full Swing documentary?
I'm still stuck on. I only watched 3. I watched 3 episodes last Friday. I'll probably get into a couple today and tomorrow. But yeah, no, it was enjoyable. Like I don't even think the whole what's it called you were saying, the whole beginner's language was that bad. Like I kind of like just didn't even listen to it.
Bad. It isn't that bad. It's just annoying like diehard golf fans a little bit.
Yeah.
Try to explain what it is.
Yeah.
But they explain what a cut is like 15 times.
But yeah, it sorry, I'm trying to look for the Gucciinator.
No, you didn't literally have to look it up. I don't care.
No, I'm actually looking to see. I
didn't care that much. I just thought maybe you had it in front of you.
You think Bryson's got to be there too, right?
At the Masters, yeah,
yeah, the US Open.
Yeah, U.S. Open exemptions got to get him. Got to get him in somewhere.
Sergio, we already said that. Phil.
Let's see. I have the team roster right here.
Yeah, I'm looking right now.
He plays for the Range Goats. He's on Bubba's team, the Range Goats.
The Range Goats.
So there's that. I
wonder if Harold Varner will get a
invite.
He was there last year, wasn't he? He played the Masters last year.
I believe so.
I think he was.
Well, he hasn't won anything, but so that'll be world ranking points. It'll be world ranking, but now he's not in the world ranking. He's not even where is he in the world rankings?
Yeah, true.
It's good to see Ricky Fowler playing decent again. He should be hopefully back in.
He's got to qualify though, right?
Yeah, he's got to get inside the top like 50 in the world or something. I don't know what he's at, but he's not inside the top 50. But he's playing. He's at least playing better.
Brooks
or win a tournament.
Yeah, Brooks's team is actually not terrible. Smash. It's him, Wolf, Kokrak, and his brother.
Yeah.
If Brooks is healthy, that might not. They got that's a pretty decent team.
Yeah, there's definitely some interesting teams. I mean, like I said, I think the team aspect is fun. They just have to build up the team aspect.
They got to figure out. Yeah, they got to figure out like what works.
Yeah. But yeah.
I don't even know some of these guys. Holy shit.
So LIV got started this weekend. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday on the CW network. But I guess the TV deal looks worse and worse every time. I guess half of that tournament is going to be on tape delay. They're not
really?
show them all live. Half of them tape delay. But that could also be because LIV is playing all over like in foreign lands, and the TV times are just not going to translate.
Where's this one?
Mayakoba. This is the one at the PGA Tour, old PGA Tour venue. And they asked Pat Perez about it today, And he goes, "I'm happy to be here because the tour's not here," or something like that.
He's such an asshole. That's crazy. That's crazy because he was praising the tour before he left, and like praising Tiger and all that stuff before he left, and he just pretty much turned heel.
Yeah.
And it's completely different now.
Yes. Money speaks. He
I mean,
bad
yeah,
guy.
of course.
He's probably making more money.
Like we said, he made more money in one shot than he did his entire golf career. So it's like, I get it. I completely understand it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just everybody, like, it's the same thing with the whole well, actually it's really not the same thing. But like everybody wants to be outraged at something. Which the live thing's kind of a big deal. But like it's just everybody just wants to be offended all the time. It's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. That is the world we are in.
Correct.
Yeah. What was cool, and then we're probably gonna wrap up the show here soon because I don't want to last so long. What was cool? I can only sneeze and cough so many times on here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I get it. It sucks. I get it.
What was cool? Yeah, I think the PGA Tour announced yesterday that Grant Thornton mixed event.
Oh yeah. Tony Finau's playing with
Nelly Corda.
Nelly, and then
Ricky Fowler's got Jessica Corda.
Yeah.
Now, I'm sure I haven't seen the whole roster, but that they've been talking about doing that for a while.
Well, yeah, because they play a mixed event at the thing. They already have one mixed event, don't they?
Well, it's not technically a mixed event, but there are girls that play in it. The New Orleans shootout, right? The MB.
I think so. Yeah.
That was kind of it was like a semi-mixed event. But this Grant Thornton thing is actually, funny enough, is replacing Greg Norman's event, the QBE shootout. So that's no longer, obviously, not doing business with Greg Norman anymore. So it all comes back to live at some point. But
it's crazy.
Yeah, it should be interesting. I think, this week for the tour, Liv picked the perfect week to start, right? Because it's a tour, there's nothing this week. No one's even playing. Everyone's taking the week off. Next week, I believe, is Arnold Palmer, if I'm not mistaken.
That's going to be.
And then the week after that, my birthday weekend is the Players, so that's always a entertaining weekend to say the least. A couple of big tournaments coming up for the tour, just not this week. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Hopefully, Peter Uihlein plays well, that's kind of what we got. I know lots going on this weekend. College basketball. I know the Bruins are on the West Coast. The Rangers are playing in Detroit tonight, and then on national TV.
Detroit.
They're on national TV on Saturday afternoon, so I'm looking forward to that anyway.
Are they on national TV when they play the Bruins next weekend?
They've got to be. They've got to be. It's got to be an ABC game.
Yeah.
It's got to be an ABC game. Yeah.
Did you say Georgetown's this weekend? Sunday?
Sunday.
And then Xavier's the last game?
Wednesday. Then Seton Hall is the following.
Seton Hall. That's right. Okay.
Then they have a couple of days off, and then they travel to the Big Apple for the start of hopefully a long run ish. We'll see what seed they get. Right now, Lunardi has them as a 7 seed, and they're playing Kentucky in the first round. Kentucky's gonna be, I think, a 10 seed, which would mean Bryce Hopkins plays against his old team.
His old team, yeah.
The NCAA always does something like that. They always,
of course,
they're not stupid. They know what sells.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And Bryant's got a huge home game on Saturday.
I saw they won. I saw they won last night.
Yeah, they came back from like 11 down. They have a huge home game on Saturday against Vermont. Vermont's been dominating the America East since I was in college. Bryant's not had a great year. They their coach talks a lot of nonsense, and then they lose all these games. So, but it's all about the America East tournament for them. They're gonna win the tournament to get in anyway. They're not gonna have. I don't know if they're gonna have any home games in the America East tournament. I don't know what seed they are, but I'm sure they have at least one. But so a big game for Bryant, and obviously big stretch here for PC. So as college basketball season kind of wraps up, but it's certainly exciting time of year for tournaments and everything. So that is what we got. This has been the Golf Dudes podcast. Thanks to our friends at Link Strings. Stay tuned for coverage throughout the weekend of obviously Mike and Bobby down at the Gasparilla. We'll have some LIV Golf coverage as well, mostly based around Peter Uline, but certainly the tournament. If anything crazy happens, you never know with these things. And then we'll be on to bigger and better things next week. Thanks to everyone for tuning in on to the Golf News podcast on the GolfNewsRI podcast network. And thanks to Vintage Cigar Lounge and Bar for sponsoring the GolfNewsRI podcast network. We will talk to you guys next week, same time, same channel. Have a great weekend, everybody. Bye.